Hey guys, my name's Mark, and today we're going to be looking at a location called Raxus, which we see in the Bad Batch and the Clone Wars. So before we entirely break this thing apart, I thought we could take a quick look at the figures, and then we'll go into techniques from there on. Alright, so I recently got these Phase 2 Clone Troopers, and I decided I wanted to build a mock with them. So I saw the Bad Batch episode with Raxus, and there was a ton of these Phase 2 Clone Troopers trying to get the Bad Batch and take out Senator Singh. So I thought this was a cool figure to use. It's just a standard clone, basically. Alright, so let's delve into this mock. So we'll start with the foundation. The foundation is basically just studs knot on top, and I've mixed some weathering in here, and I also added some dark red lines as we see those in the episode. I also added some vines, some botanic elements like this tree and this dark red leaf section. Taking a look at some of the parts choices I made, we can take a look at this piece right here. It's from a First Order Battle Pack. It's the axe or blade part of the Executioner Trooper. So Raxus has these lights, so I decided to use that axe piece on there, and I also used the turntable piece to make these windows that are sort of like cathedral-like windows that we see on Raxus. And I also used these brickheads glasses, so I think they came in pretty handy to make a decent gate or barrier right there. And I think we better start on the tree. Alright, so this tree design is picked up from a guy on Instagram known as Ralph Langer, and he has this brilliant idea of using these multi-stud bricks with flex tubes, which make for like this sort of bending capability which a tree needs in order to look somewhat natural. And the canopy is just basically bars and clips, as you can see here. I think it works all right. I wish I would have had some dark orange limb elements. That would have worked even better. But I'm happy with how this turned out. Alright, so taking a closer look at the wall, we just take this off. Kind of connected by the vine there. And this entire part actually just comes out if I just bend this down a bit. It's quite fragile, as you may see. So this part just comes out as so, and these are actually just normal slopes. So it would usually stand like this if I built it conventionally, but I just flipped it and used the tiles underneath here to make the transition here flush. Now let's get a look at how I position these sort of window parts here. Let's see, there we go. Yes, so here we have this 1x2 modified plate, and they hinge, and they basically just interlock like that. So if I open up this hinge, this comes out just like that. So it's not really a connection, it's more like using pressure here, just pushing this hinge piece down, making sure that this angle holds, basically. So it's quite simple, but I think it still looks good, and it was the best solution I could find at the time. If there's any other solution, I'm open to suggestions, as always. And by the entrance area, we also have these sort of light panels. So I tried to recreate those using some wedges, or some wedge plates, and these translucent orange pieces. And I think that turned out alright. I'm just using a hinge back here to make that angle that we can see here. And yeah, it's quite simple. Here again, I'm using the technique I showed earlier. If I could just get this piece out, there we go. Basically, just flipping bricks so that they align how I want them to align. And this just fits right in there. A nice little detail I've seen done before is this flex tube inside this sort of track right here. So if I hadn't had the flex tube, I mean, it would look a bit deep, like a bit too deep, but with the flex tube, it just adds a bit more to the mock. So I thought that would be a great detail to add. We also have this sort of console right here with a keyboard and some controls. Not really sure what it is for, but I think it looks alright, and I'm pretty happy with it. And on that note, I think I'm gonna head over to the end of the video. Alright guys, that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed the mock. Perhaps not in its current state, but that's all thanks to me. Let me know what your thoughts are. Feedback is always appreciated. I'd really appreciate it if you support this video with a thumbs up and perhaps even subscribing. This is Mark, signing off.